It has been your dream to start a YouTube channel for years of your life, so why haven't you done it? Maybe you doubt yourself, maybe you are scared of what people will think, maybe you don't have the right equipment or don't know how to edit. Whatever is stopping you, by the end of this video, I will completely change your mindset and give you actual steps on how you are finally going to make this dream happen. In the time that I've had my YouTube channel, there has been so much trial and error, and so today I'm saving you so much time, so much effort, and giving you all the tea so that you don't waste any time and can make your dreams a reality 10 times faster than you could have ever imagined. The future Lulu coming to you guys right now. I just finished filming the video and I spilled so much tea. Like, when I say this is the ultimate guide to YouTube, the ultimate YouTube boot camp, I mean it. I have never posted a video with so much information, and this is literally the video that I wish I had back when I started. And make sure to stay till the end for a tip that will change your life. The first thing we're going to talk about is mindset. Number one, just start. Your first video is not going to be very good. It's not going to be perfect. It probably won't go viral, but the first step is always the hardest step, and once you overcome that, then everything else slowly follows after, and it slowly just becomes a habit, and it slowly just becomes your everyday life to be creating, to be posting. So I posted my first video when I was 12, but I had the dream to start a YouTube channel since I was 9, and I procrastinated for years. I would make up excuses and I would come up with reasons for why I wasn't ready. I needed this before I started, I needed to look like this, or I needed to have this knowledge. I always created all these different excuses. So I remember back in 2019, the Visco girl trend was like just starting out, and I knew about it before like anyone else had made videos about it. And I remember my sister and my mom were like, this is it, like this is a trend that is going to be big, and you just have to jump on it. You just have to make your first video even though you're scared, because that's your dream. And so I posted it, and I'm so proud of myself. Is it the most amazing video ever? No. Did it go insanely viral? No. But it set the foundation for everything that my channel is today and everything that I believe it's going to become. Don't let fear of failure stop you from ever trying, because the only sure way to fail is to not try at all. If you don't try, then you'll never know what happened. Like, in 5 years time, you could be on a YouTube channel brand trip to Paris and encouraging so many people, helping so many people, and making such a big difference in this world and living your dream life. Or if you don't post, you could also just be in the exact same situation that you are right now. I always say, if God puts something on your heart, then you have every single thing that you need to achieve it. So launch unprepared, launch without a camera, launch editing on your old phone, just launch now. The number one thing people always tell me when I say that I have a YouTube channel is, oh my goodness, I've always wanted to start one. But when I ask why they haven't started one yet, they always say, oh, to be completely honest, I'm just really scared of what people think. And I used to not be able to relate to this because I was homeschooled. So when I started, I had like 2 friends that were amazing and I knew they wouldn't judge me. So I was like, period, like post. But now that I have a lot more friends and I have people around me socially, and I now understand what it feels like to be scared of being made fun of. But here's the thing, if there's someone at like your school or something that you're scared what they're gonna think of you, that person probably won't really be in your life within like 4 years or less than that, because people move, you're gonna graduate, etc. And if you're scared of people who will be in your life forever and what they will think, you just have to understand that this is your life and it is not anyone else's. If you act on your dreams, it's not gonna affect them, and if you don't act on your dreams, it's not gonna affect them. If you act on your dreams, it will affect you, and if you don't act on your dreams, it will affect you. So I'm not saying don't listen to advice, because friendly advice is always amazing. So if your parents are like, oh, you just need to make sure you focus on school, period. Put school first, put YouTube second, but actually put God first, period. But if you're scared of like haters or people making fun of you, etc., girl, no. Because one day, you and me, we're gonna be successful. I'm gonna see you on a YouTube brand trip. You're gonna be sponsored. You're gonna be getting your YouTube plaque. I just really don't want you to hold yourself back from everything that you could achieve in your life because you're scared of what one person out of 8 billion will think. The only opinion that matters is God. The next thing we're gonna talk about is creating your personal brand. You have a personal brand, whether you're online yet or not. We're gonna talk about how to customize it. Think about your favorite like celebrity or musician. When you think of them, maybe certain colors come to your mind, maybe certain fonts, maybe a certain time period, clothing, a place, a sound, something comes to your head when you think of that person. And so we're gonna do that exact same thing with you. So welcome to the segment I'm calling Personal Brand Bootcamp. And if you want to really do this for yourself, I actually created the ultimate rebrand guide. I will have that linked down below for you guys. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram and DM me guide, and it won't send if you're not following me. And put in your email in the link down below and it will send it to your inbox. So to go more in depth on what I was just talking about, I'm gonna look at the artist Forrest Frank. He is one of my favorite artists of all time. And when I think of Forrest Frank, I think of red, blue, yellow, those colors. And I think of the ocean, I think of Jesus, and I think of just like a fun, happy, childlike vibe, because that is like his branding. That is everything that he's done with his music. Two more examples of this of people that I don't really listen to that much, but Taylor Swift. When you think of Taylor Swift, you think of certain fonts, certain colors. She has multiple different like eras that you might think of when you think of Taylor Swift, but certain things come to mind. Same thing with Olivia Rodrigo. When you think of Olivia Rodrigo, you think of purple, like ripped up newspaper letters. So how do we do this as a YouTuber? This is something I underestimated for a long time, and so I'm just now starting my personal branding journey, which is so fun because you and I get to do it together. So first thing, I want you to think about your story and your why. And this isn't a niche, this is just like the feeling that you want to bring to people. Do you want to make other girls more confident? Do you want to encourage people to follow their passions and their dreams? Do you want people to come to your channel feeling calm and peaceful? Or do you want people to leave feeling motivated, encouraged, inspired? Think about your story and think about how it ties into your why. Next, you need to focus on your niche pillars. Now, I'm a big fan of not niching down, and I know that that sounds crazy because everyone on YouTube tells you to niche down, but my argument with that is if you're watching my channel, you are staying because you like me, because there's only one Lulu and there's only one of you. You are the niche, but along with that, you do need your content pillars, which are the things that you're going to be talking about, because you can't be cooking and then doing slime videos and then doing business videos. And of course, sometimes it might take you a little while to figure out what you want to do, but I want you to at least start with a couple content pillars, maybe like 3 to 5. This could be health, wellness, makeup, beauty, faith, music, whatever it is. And then I want you to think about your values. There have been many times where I said no to sponsorships because it did not align with my faith. And as much money as they're going to pay me, I'm not going to support that brand because they did things that I am against. So that's why you need to write down your values, because it will be so tempting when a brand does approach you or when a trend does arise that you think it'll bring you success, and maybe it would, but the thing is that would be short-term success. Never compromise on your values, because the Bible says trust in God with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your paths. I want to please God with all that I do, and I know that in return he will bless me, and he doesn't have to, maybe he won't, but if I want blessings, I want them to be from God and not from the enemy. So you have to identify what things you stand for and your brand core values. Gosh, the sun is shining. And the next question I want you to ask yourself, what sets me apart? If you are just copying what everyone else is doing, maybe it's good content, but it's not going to stand out against everyone else. What are things in your personality that you're proud of? Is it your humor? Is it your talents? You have things that make you uniquely you, and I want you to use that in your content so that you can stand out against everyone else's content and really just shine. And you can also stand out through things like editing or the specific topics you talk about or the way you tell a story. So really just think about it. This might be something that you kind of figure out along the way, but once you find what that is, really just harness it, and that is what will take you to the next level. And now I'm going to do a little speed run of just things that I've learned that will help you so much when trying to figure out what to film. Number 1, don't just pick a niche just because it pays a lot or it does well. Choose topics that you really are passionate about, or else you will just get drained so fast. 2, research trends, but also research evergreen topics. There are videos that I posted and they initially spiked up and did so well, and then there's videos that I posted 2 years ago that are still making me money and still getting views every single day because they were more evergreen. I would honestly just say do both, because you don't want to have just super slow growth, but you also don't want it to just be trends and then you'll just be exhausting yourself trying to constantly just like do something fresh. And the last tip in this category that I want to talk about is to be the YouTuber you wish you saw in the world. This is an idea that one day I just felt like was like downloaded to me, maybe from the spirit, and I just really resonated with it so much, because how many times have you been on YouTube where you're just looking for something to watch and you're like, I really wish there was a video about this, but there's like no content about it? That is like the biggest opportunity ever. There are a lot of content gaps that I am seeing where I'm like, I wish someone made content about this, and then I'm like, wait, I can, like, period. And be the YouTuber that you wished little you had to look up to. Now I'm gonna talk about today's verse of the vid. This is actually one that a subscriber reminded me of recently, which is Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Wherever, the napkin just fell. I'm using this for shadows. God literally said he will be with us wherever we go. In this verse, he is actually calling Joshua to do something really scary. It's a whole story. It's even a blessing that you even have the opportunity to pursue your dreams. 25 years ago, YouTube didn't exist and you couldn't even start a YouTube channel. 10 years ago, there were not all these amazing free editing tools where you could just make super cool videos from home. In the future, maybe you are going to college and you have a job and you're super busy and you're just trying to get by paying bills and you don't have the opportunity to even think about doing YouTube anymore because you're just running every which way. So if you have free time right now and you just find yourself scrolling, maybe that free time is actually just the biggest blessing that you've ever received, because you can use that to build something bigger and to pursue your dreams. Okay, we're almost to the part where I'm going to give you like actionable steps and talk about equipment and all that. But before that, I really just want to talk about learning and consistency. Number one, never stop learning. Never stop looking up editing tutorials. Never stop learning how different YouTubers do different things. Never stop learning about storytelling or how to reach out to brands, etc. Because there's always more you can learn. And the world we live in now, things are always changing with AI and this and that. And so there's always new information. So never get comfortable with the amount of knowledge that you know. Here's a good example of that. I mastered Final Cut Pro. This is like a super expensive editing software and it can get like super intricate. And after like 4 years of editing and spending literal hundreds of hours with this software, I realized that CapCut is a lot easier. So now I use CapCut for a lot of my stuff. And if I would have learned about that like 2 years ago, I could have saved myself so much time. But the thing is, I was so focused on, oh, I just need to get the next video out. Oh, I don't need to learn, like it's totally fine. But if I just took a little time to learn about what other creators are doing and learn about this new software that just got really good recently, I would have set myself ahead so much. So never stop learning, and also never stop being consistent. Once you start your first video, I want you to post at least once a month. That is my challenge. I'm not gonna say once a week right out of the gate. I'm not gonna say every day. I just want you to post 1 video a month, then increase it to 2 videos a month, then increase it to once a week. Then if you get an editor someday, maybe do twice a week, whatever it is, but you just need to be consistent. And that is my challenge for you. Never go a single month without posting. Just post 1 video. That's all it takes. 1 video a month. Because the second you like stop for like 3 months or something, you're just gonna forget about it and you're never gonna come back to it. And also create a schedule, not only just a posting schedule of, oh, I post every Tuesday or whatever it is, but also create a schedule in your own life where you're like, every Wednesday is my filming day and every Thursday is my editing day. And the last tip before we move on to the next category, which is a very important tip, so listen up, make every video 1% better. Your first video is probably not gonna be very good, okay? My video, actually, I was kind of impressed because for being like 12 years old, just like on my phone on iMovie, it kind of ate. Like there were little like effects like going, I was like, okay, period. Like I see what you did there. But I'm glad that I didn't just accept that and was like, okay, cool, this is my editing. No, I got every video a little bit better, and I want you to do the same thing. So post your first video, whatever it is. It's amazing. I'm so proud of you for starting. But maybe next time learn how to do like zoom in. Maybe next time learn how to do like a typing effect. Just make every single video a little bit better than the last one. All right, now we are going to talk about equipment and editing. So I'm going to first take you guys through the equipment that I currently own and then compare it to the equipment I started with. Currently, I film on my Sony ZV-E10 camera with the Sigma 16mm lens. That is what I'm filming on right now. Honestly, if you're looking into a camera, get this one. I did so much research on this camera and the lens, and I've never been happier with the quality of my videos. I absolutely love it. But I also used to film on my Canon G7X, which was also super incredible if you're a beginner. I still use that camera constantly, but I use it more for like photos. Like I love taking photos on this camera. I edit on my MacBook Pro. I sometimes do little like doodles and effects, do my thumbnails with my iPad, and I use my iPhone for just like vlogging out in public and getting quick clips. All of this equipment is stuff that I had to save up for literally so long. This is like 6 years in the making of me saving up my own money, asking for things for my birthday or Christmas, etc. And I've just kept all my stuff really, really nice, so it has lasted me a long time. But when I started, do you want to know what I had? Just my phone. Just my phone. And it wasn't even like, this is a nice new phone. I had the iPhone X, which I guess at the time was a pretty new phone, but it was like the bottom of the line, like base model. And I am so grateful that I even had that, because I know that some people don't even have their own phone, etc. But I want to encourage you that whatever you have right now is all that you need. Actually, I recently found this girl and she makes really, really good videos. She films on just her laptop camera. She figured out how to just like film on the camera of her laptop, and I don't think it's a MacBook. And I love her content because she just does all this fun stuff in editing and she makes it really engaging. And it's like, yeah, she's always in the same spot in her room with her camera on her laptop that's like really pixelated and blurry, but I'm like, this is aesthetic, like this is cool, like she's eating. You don't have to wait until you have like all this equipment, just use what you have. Now we're gonna talk about editing. So I originally started with iMovie, which is a free editing app on your iPhone or your Apple computer, and I like it. It's just very, very basic. And then I later moved on to Final Cut Pro, which as much as I do like Final Cut Pro and I know all the things. Okay, my camera was overheating because it is a very hot summer day, but the show must go on. Anyways, Final Cut Pro I do use on occasion, but I mostly use CapCut. And one of my biggest tips ever is literally just to use CapCut. You can use it for free, I believe, on Android, iPhone, whatever phone or computer or iPad you have. I've just had like the best experience with CapCut. It's just like simplified everything to make it super easy. But if for some reason you can't use CapCut, iMovie is a great option. Or I've heard Canva is really good. Apparently they have an editing software, and so if you can use that. Honestly, all you really need to learn how to start with is how to do a cut. So if I'm like talking and I pause like that, I want to cut that out, right? So learn how to do cuts, learn to add text, learn how to add music, and learn how to add photos, just so that if you're talking, you can like add things in. But once you learn that, like everything else you'll probably just figure out along the way. You can look up tutorials. Like YouTube has everything you need to teach you how to start a YouTube channel. Okay, praying it doesn't stop again, but the last thing I want to talk about is lighting. You could film on the best camera ever, but have terrible lighting and it would ruin the video, or you could be filming on your phone with the best lighting ever and no one would be able to tell. My biggest tips for lighting: one, if you can film in a car, please film in a car. Like it is literally, it looks so good. It always looks so good. I don't even have a car, but I film in my mom's car and it like low-key eats. Like, look at this lighting, okay? Number two, if you can film in front of a window, natural light is always better. But if for some reason you can't film in natural light, I have these like softbox lights and they like look so good. The only thing about this though is that the background will be dark. So I feel like the best combo, which is something I'm gonna try, is to have like LED lights in my room so that the background is purple and then the softbox lights on me. And I feel like that will look really good. Something that might be actually shocking to you guys is that my room has the worst lighting in history. Like I'm not one of those influencers that has like big wall of windows, and it's just like the way my house is facing. Like I just got super not lucky in that department because I get like zero natural light in my room, and so I've had to like learn different ways to film. That's why I sometimes film in my dining room, because my dining room lighting eats. Like too bad that's not my bedroom, but anyways. But of course these softbox lights are really expensive. Ooh. So another cheaper alternative, which is around like $30 but definitely worth the investment, is the popular TikTok light. Like all these people on TikTok have this light. Basically it just like clips onto your phone and it just like gives you a little boost. I love this light. I feel like it's really, really good. I started with this light and I 100% recommend it. It also just adds like a little bit of glam factor. Like it just kind of makes you look really good because it gets rid of like bad shadows or whatever. So I will link that down below for you guys. Next, we're going to talk about content strategy and growth. Now we have to ask, how are you going to reach your audience? Number one, launch value before you launch vlogs. There are two different types of content. There is value content or searchable content, and there is nurturing content. So nurturing content is like vlogs or a day in my life, etc. But if no one knows who you are yet, you can't really post that content. I honestly don't even really post that content yet because I still want more growth. Growth content is how-to tutorials, trends, this, that, whatever it is, something that is more searchable. And it could even be like the same type of content. Like say you did like a school vlog, but you call it 11 habits that make you more productive in school, and then just throughout the vlog you talk about those habits. Like that is something that is more searchable. That is a huge tip, like literally massive tip, so pay attention, okay? I'm giving away all my trade secrets right now, okay? And the next tip is to use YouTube Shorts and long form. YouTube Shorts is so slept on. Don't start a YouTube channel without starting YouTube Shorts. I would honestly even recommend starting YouTube Shorts before. A friend of mine actually recently started her channel, which I love you so much, Boots, but she actually went viral and got like 6-7 million views. And so after she went crazy viral, then she posted her first video, and even though her video didn't like go viral or go crazy, it still gave her like an initial boost, and I just think that's absolutely amazing. Shorts capture people's attention and long form builds connection. And the next tip is to focus on building a tight-knit community rather than reaching so many people. If you focus on going viral, you might go viral, but the thing is a lot of those people will just leave right after. Like I actually know multiple people who have gone like super major viral, and I'm not even joking, like hundreds of millions of views, but it wasn't nurturing content, so a lot of those those people didn't stay, and then that's something that they had to learn how to build off of that. And so then a lot of them moved to like creating vlog channels and this and that because they wanted people to actually stay. There are influencers who have 100,000 subscribers, and there are influencers who have 1 million subscribers, and the person with a smaller channel is making way more money because their subscribers are tuned in. They interact with their subscribers, they know their subscribers' names, and in turn their subscribers love them because they're a genuine person. They're not just trying to like do something crazy and make money really fast. I literally like recognize you guys in the comment section. Like whenever you guys comment, I'm like, my mom recognizes you guys. My mom will be like, oh my goodness, she commented. I'm like, no way. Like you guys are household names in my house, like period. That's just because I genuinely love hearing from you guys, and I genuinely want you to come to my content and be changed and feel way more confident and way more inspired and way more loved and happy as you leave my content. I love interacting with you guys. I love when you guys DM me, and so building these connections is honestly something that I just love, but it's also something that I recommend for you with your channel because that is what will actually lead to long-term success. Every single subscriber is a person. It's not just numbers. These are people that are actually watching your content. Hey, my camera overheated again. Anyways, we are gonna talk about optimization, search, keywords, this, that, whatever it is, all the things on the behind the scenes. For keywords, I honestly really recommend just typing in variations of the title of the video and just look at what other people put in their titles and just kind of like use those words as your keywords. And for SEO, like think about the topic that you're gonna put in and then type that into YouTube and type that into Google and see like what it finishes it with. Because for example, if I type in morning routine, YouTube would recommend morning routine for students fall edition or something like that. And so I would use all of those things in the recommended to build my title. Also, hooks are so important. If you are starting a video, don't just be like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Like you can do that, and honestly sometimes I do, but it is so much better to be like, are you looking for clothes? You know what I mean? Like call the person out. Think about something that makes them like stop. When someone clicks on your video, they're like, oh my gosh, like this is about me. You know what I mean? And this video is gonna help me. And so identify the viewer and identify the objective of the video and explain how you're gonna help them reach that objective in the video. Another key thing you want to focus on is watch time. What YouTube looks for before pushing something out is how long are these people actually staying on the video. I remember when I was starting out and I had videos where people would literally click on the video and click out within like 0.2 seconds. Like I'm not even kidding. Like I couldn't even keep their attention that long. So think of different ways that you can get people to stay on your video, because that is what YouTube is looking for. But when they push it out to 5 people and 4 of those 5 people watch the thing all the way through, they're gonna push it out to 15 people. They're gonna push it out to 100 people. That is how their algorithm works. And last but not least, be absolutely ruthless in your editing process. If you're stumbling over your words, if you're ranting, whatever it is, cut it out immediately. I don't want there to be a second of silence in your video. You need to keep it fast paced. If you made it to this point, comment this emoji and also comment your name and what your channel is so we can all subscribe in the comments. You are amazing. I believe you can achieve all of your goals, and I just want you to know that Jesus loves you so much. Keep smiling, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! I just made eye contact with that guy while I was doing my thumbnails, and I didn't know he was standing there for so long.